Hi, my name is Kamlesh and I am an advisor for wealth. I work across various geographies, travel across the world, and advise a lot of high net worth individuals on their wealth advisory. It was one of those days when I was at my home, and one of those mornings when I saw my daughter really upset about something. I wanted to inquire more, but she wouldn't open up, and it took me almost 2 days to really find out what the issue was. After a lot of interaction with my daughter, I could come to know that the real issue is that she had posted a picture online on one of her Facebook accounts, and she did not really find it very appealing that some of her friends did not like it. And that was the first time when I actually started looking back in retrospect that how technology is changing our children and how technology is changing the mindset of our children at such a young age. My daughter is 10 years old. It was then when I started looking back in retrospect, I started comparing my own childhood with my child's childhood. And it became very evident that technology today is playing a very important role in shaping up what the child is. It is a very debatable question whether technology is good for us, bad for us. Obviously, there are a lot of advantages, and we all are in some form ambassadors of this technology, whether it may be a Facebook, whether it may be a social media, Twitter, or it may be a WhatsApp application, or it may be playing online games. We all are in some way endorsing the fact that we all want to move with technology, which is good to a large extent. But have we ever thought that what is the other side of the coin? Have you ever gone behind and seen that what damage it is causing in younger children? I got this wake-up call, and then I started researching a lot, trying to notice changes in the behavior of my children. And I could come across with distinct disadvantages and perils of introduction of this unlimited, boundless technology to the children at a very young age. I could really look in and find out that children today are not interested in playing any outside sport. They want to have more virtual friends than real friends. They do not want to really talk to their relatives. They really do not want parents to disturb them in their personal time. And the world of internet gives them an opportunity to talk to people across the world at just one click of a button. What would be the right age when you would like to expose your children to an unlimited, excessive usage of this internet and technology is a question each parent needs to answer. I strongly feel that there are a lot of areas we need to look into, that how children are growing up today and how they are going to shape up tomorrow if we continue this excessive usage of the internet and technology in their lives. What is going to be the end result? People are doing a lot of work, and I was also researching all this. I came across two important startling facts. One, the family relations today are much different than what they were while we were growing up. Family relations today depend a lot on the gadgets which you use, and we are all dependents and victims of this technology. Rather than having a good, quiet family dinner amongst the family, people are more interested in going and playing on their gadgets, talking and WhatsApp messages on their phone. This, to my mind, is breaking the social fabric of a nuclear family also. From joint families, we moved to nuclear families, and today nuclear families are getting disintegrated by this fabric. On the other side, look at the social side of the excessive usage of social media and internet. In the recent past, we have seen there have been a lot of countries where we have seen revolutions coming up through social media. It is again very debatable, and it's a question which each one needs to answer for oneself. Is it right or is it wrong? Is it for good? Is it for bad? But I strongly feel that influencing a young mind is much easier than a mature mind. However, with the onset of internet and exposure to social media at a younger age, we are allowing our own children to have an access to unlimited thoughts coming from various quarters of the world. This could go in the right way, this could also go in the wrong way. This could create mass hysteria at times, this could create issues within the families, societies at large. And for last 2.5 years, I was trying to speak about this to a lot of my friends, to a lot of my colleagues, wherever I went across, a lot of my clients, and everybody raised this issue. We have no way by which we can actually stop our children or divert our children to a more realistic world. Here is when I came across people from Get Real Again, and I decided that this is where the real movement of making sure that your children are given rightful access to internet and as well as given the real world to see is where the concept by itself appealed me a lot, and I found that yes, I would like to contribute. And similarly, I have spoken to most of my friends, colleagues, clients, and everybody has voiced their opinion in a single voice that yes, we would like to have our children rightful access to internet with certain limitations to it. How do you make your child walk out in the park in the evening, go out and play a sport, make sure that he or she interacts with the relatives, make sure that he or she has real friends? Now, Get Real Again is an organization which is working and devoted to this cause to make sure that children move to the real world. I have signed up as the volunteer, and I am making sure that I contribute my bit to my family as well as my society, and I am doing my bit to make sure that we get real again. I am trying to get real again myself as well as trying to make sure that my children get real again. Are you trying to get real again? Are you making sure your children are getting a real world?